and then had some type of error on the software. It looked like it kicked me off the stream. Not sure where I was when it happened, but I was wishing everybody happy 4th of July at that time. Uh, as you can see, it's just me, Deacon Eric, this week. Few announcements, and then I'll discuss a couple things. Let's see. Go over the announcements. Let's see. This coming Sunday, we've got a special collection uh, for Peter's Pence. I don't know what that is. I should have looked that up. I meant to look that up. Let's see. Of course, there'll be pew cards available if you'd rather give online, and of course, your generosity is always appreciated. Let's see. They're still registering religious education at the church office during office hours. It's already July, so next thing you know, it'll be school's right around the corner. So if you haven't gotten that done, don't wait too long. Um, let's see. So, but there's more details in the bulletin. Let's see what else. They're also registering for an expedited confirmation class. So what that is, it's an 8 week long course given by Deacon Juan, and it's for adult Catholics that are already baptized and they've already received their first communion. They just, for some reason, never got confirmed, or just, well, for whatever reason, put it off, or didn't have the opportunity, or whatever happened. But they decide, well, hey, I need to get confirmed. But so it's like I said, it's an 8 week long course. It's pretty fast and furious, and they're registering for that now, and it starts in August. So I'm guessing you just have a few more weeks for that. So if you know somebody, if not yourself, if you know somebody who maybe in the family or whatnot that just never got confirmed, this is great. This is a great opportunity. I'm sure the classes will be in the evenings, one night a week, and then in 2 months it'll be done. Let's see, what else do we have for announcements? Of course, big thanks to those people who made the Vacation Bible School such a success. I think I think I heard there was like 120 kids. That's awesome. That's a lot of kids. So bless their hearts, those who participated and made it happen. So and our thanks, of course, to them. Let's see. The men's group is still meeting on Mondays at 5:30 in room 1 at the school. All men are welcome to attend. You've all heard me. Uh, um, well, everybody knows how I feel about that. So, I think it's a great thing. I think every man should at least look into it to see if it's for them. Let's see what else we got. Let's see. This weekend, we're going to have a get together at the parish hall on Sunday at noon after the 10:30 mass. We're going to get together. I guess we're going to celebrate my ordination. So I hate to self promote. I hate to even bring it up, but it's in the bulletin. It's there. So I'm looking forward to seeing everybody there, and I'm looking forward for everybody getting a chance to spend time with each other and visit. That's always great. And there'll be food and stuff, and I'm glad that's going to be at noon. Hopefully it won't be too hot yet, and we can all be comfortable in the hall. Spend some time with each other. That'll be very nice. I've been working. I've been taking it kind of quiet today on this 4th of July. I've been mulling around the house, watching a little TV, but mostly spending time on my first homily. So that's going to be also I'll be doing that this coming Sunday. So at the masses, I'll be giving my first homily. I guess we could say official homily. They call it reflections when you're not ordained yet. So this will be my first official homily. Uh, Father Franklin is quite supportive and is glad to allow me to do this. He seems a little concerned that I might preach heresy, though. I don't know why, but I think it's going to be okay. Let's see what else is going on in announcements. This is a big deal. Our Lady Guadalupe is hosting an abuse awareness course on Saturday, July 22 at 10 a.m. So, this is a mandatory course for anybody who volunteers at the parish. Any liturgical ministry like Eucharistic minister or lector, or volunteering in the office, or teaching the kids, the food pantry, you name it. If you're volunteering at the parish, this course is mandatory. It's mandatory for me. I have to take this course. Everybody, I think these courses have a shelf life, so you might think, "Oh, I've taken that course. I don't need to take it again." Not sorry. It's only good for I think 5 years, and then you've got to take it again. So, if you know it's been more than 5 years since you've taken the course, then please make arrangements to attend that course at Our Lady. If you're not sure if you've gone over 5 years, get a hold of the parish office. They can look it up online. They can see if you've taken it or not. If for some reason you do realize that you're overdue, but you can't attend the course at Our Lady Guadalupe, I believe there's an online way to take the course. So, but of course, I think, you'll have to make arrangements to do that. You'll have to get with the office and find out how to get that done. I forget. So, if you can make the course, they'll fill out the paperwork, send it all to the to Santa Fe or the offices in Albuquerque for the archdiocese, and they'll get it handled. So, but like I said, it's very important. If you're doing any ministry work, any volunteer work, anything at all at the parish, the classes, it's mandatory. So, like I said, kind of making a big deal out of that because it's a big deal. Let's see what else was there. Looks like once again we're kind of running short on altar servers, and maybe a little bit has to do with that fact that it's summertime. And but if your child is interested in being an altar server, let's get a hold of the church office and get them on the roster. Get them signed up for a training class, whatever we need to do. So it's a wonderful ministry. I love serving at the altar. I've always enjoyed serving at the altar, even. So, and of course, I think it's a good ministry for adults as well as children. So, if you were personally interested in altar serving, I wouldn't have a problem with that. So, let's see. Anything else? I think that's about it. Oh, yes, there was something I did want to discuss with everyone, so I want to actually, for once, steal the mic for myself. And what I would like to talk to everybody about is prison ministry. This is something that has been talked about off and on in the church, in the office for several years now. I don't know, easily 5, 6, 7 years now. We've gone through, of course, we've gone through a lot of pastors during that time, and with each pastor having to, get acclimated, first get established, get settled in, stuff like that. It's just one of those things that just never really got off the ground. So now that I'm ordained, I'd like to see it. I'd like to see us get it going, and not everything requires the pastor, involvement to happen. And in our parish, there's some things that we can get off the ground ourselves, and the pastor doesn't have to be immediately there, 100% involved in all the processes. So what it is it's something that me and Deacon Javier over at Our Lady Guadalupe, we've been talking about for a little while. So what we've decided to do is we've discussed it. We'd like to make it a joint ministry, because the jail the jail doesn't belong to Our Lady. It doesn't belong to Sacred Heart. The jail is there's one jail in this community, and so we would like to look at this ministry as a joint ministry, as a Catholic ministry, not necessarily a parish ministry. There's some ministries that need to be handled at the parish level, but I think prison ministry is one of those that should be a Catholic community ministry. And there's others, but that's neither here nor there. So we've discussed it. We think it would be a great idea to make it a joint ministry. So that way we have people involved in both parishes. Not one parish is responsible to make sure it keeps going, that we can support each other, we can, help, lift each other up and be there, in case one parish, we just want to make sure that there's not a ministry that dips in and out of existence. 1 year it's there, 1 year it's not. COVID, things got crazy. We'd like to have a strong ministry with people from both parishes, and that's something that can be ongoing and for many, many years to come. Forever. So what I'm asking, not for today, is for people to come looking for me right away to join this ministry. What I'm asking for people to do is think about it and pray about it and really discern if this is something that would be good for them. I think it is a very powerful ministry because not only do you have the opportunity to assist and help and change the lives of other people, but also this ministry is the type of thing that can have a huge effect on you as you help somebody with their faith journey. They're going to be helping you with yours. I don't think this is a ministry made for design. I don't think it's meant for I don't want to say angels and saints. I think it's more for people who've for reformed sinners, for people who've made their mistakes and have made some mistakes or left their faith and come back, and that can be real witnesses of Catholic faith, not just people preaching words out of a book. I know I'm very tap dancing on a minefield with the way I'm putting this, but I hope you understand what I'm saying. And like I said, I don't think it's a ministry for everyone, but I do think it's an awesome ministry for the right people. So what I'm asking people now is, don't hunt me down and say, oh, me. Think about it. Pray about it. Spend some time. Me and Deacon Javier, we've just got our paperwork submitted in, background checks, things like that. We've done the orientation class. It's going to be a couple of weeks before they even let us into the prison. Then we're going to have to get a feel for it. Then we're going to have to start looking for some folks, and then of course get them background checks, their orientation, stuff like that. So that there's no fire on this. This is not something that's going to happen tomorrow or the next day or next week. It's coming, but it's down the road. So there's plenty of time to like I said, decide and discern. My hope is there's enough people from both parishes that the same small group of people don't have to be there every single week. That there's an opportunity there for those who need, personal time, of course, sick, vacation, things like that. Something with work, we want plenty of people to fill in for those situations. But also, if somebody says, this is an intense ministry, I need a little bit of time off, I don't want to leave it, but I might need a couple of weeks and then come back, things like that. We want enough people where there's always, that we're always there for those in the jail, for those folks in the jail, because 20 years ago, I when I was much younger, and me and Mrs. Deacon were just married, I worked at the Curry County Jail for about 6 months as a detention officer. And I can tell you this right now, not everybody there, they're not all the same. You can't classify these people into 1, 2, 3, a few small categories. There's all kinds of people. There are Yes, there are some pretty hardcore people there. I mean, there's murderers there's rapists there's people that have no interest in anything to do with God. I mean, that's true. But there's also people there that are, for the most part, good people, scared people who made a mistake and now they've got to, they have to, uh, you know, serve justice, pay for what they've done. But, as simple as unpaid fines and things like that. These aren't hardened criminals at all. And anybody who's serving less than a year sentence spends it at the Curry County Jail. So there's a wide group of people, young people, older people, like I said. And I know there's people there desperately searching for Christ. And would love it to know that the church hasn't forgotten about them. So, like I said, very powerful ministry. I think, like I said, but like I said, but for the right people. So pray about it. Think about it. Is this for me? That's okay if it's not, and it's wonderful if it is. And it's it's not a judgment on any individual, one way or the other. If they decide, yeah, I don't think that's something I can do. I get that, because it's not, but we are looking for the right people. So that's enough of me just blah, 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 chattering. Sorry, but I did want to talk about that. Like I said, so today I guess this week I'm the guest. So because I wanted to talk about prison ministry. If there's somebody that you think that might be interested in this, share this video to them, send it to them, and tell them about. You can skip about the first half. It's just announcements, and listen to the second half and see if it's something they might be interested in. So if you could help me out, kind of get the word out. Like I said, we're not rushing into this. We got time. So in future weeks, months, it'll become more of an official announcement type of thing. But I'd like people to take the opportunity to really discern this. So let's see, to wrap things up, let's see, like I said, happy Independence Day. Or like I said, like our British friends, Ungrateful Colonists Day. I still think that's a funny joke. Sorry. Be safe out there. And if you're going to shoot fireworks, just remember, fireworks are like a bad personal relationship. You got to know when to let go. And that's my bad joke of the week. God bless, be safe, and we'll see you next time.